first shoe that I bought it and was successful on was the Kobe 8s.
Really? So that was like, a year or
Yes.
so after. Sheesh.
That
Yeah, that
was
was a
the
good one.
that was the first one that I hit on 2 pair, and I think at that time, it was like 160. I think retail was, and then my first flip was like 400 on those, and then
Yeah.
I kept the other pair for myself, so I broke even.
So that was the what really got you into resale. Okay, okay. I would say this was my, my first shoe, but it was the South Beach Eights. Like
Mm.
that South Beach Eights. Like I would say I would attribute that like for this career path.
Yeah, yeah,
Like that
yeah.
was the like fire that started for me because when they first come out, they sat on shelves. So like all
Mhm.
the Foot Locker employees could get pairs on discount stuff. So imagine people getting South Beach Eights for like 120.
That's
I guess y'all see the recent release now is a little bit
yeah,
different.
yeah, yeah.
It doesn't go for that. But back then, dead stock pairs go for $600, $800. You got Foot Locker employees getting pairs for 120 and they selling them. Even if you pay $200-$300, like you sell for $400-$500, like that margin, like to be able to make $200 on a transaction, like I don't know, what people are selling.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
looked at other stuff. I do like trade as a skill set, but like the margin on that was really opened my eyes. I like that. I did sound system stuff like that before too, but yeah, the shoes was. So I had several pair of South Beaches. That was always my thing that got me started. So
Yeah. And after I bought it, that what the Kobe 8, somebody ended up hitting me for I want to say it was like a taxi that was coming out around that time, a taxi 12.
hmm
And after they was like, yo, I can't get these shoes, I didn't enter all the raffles. I was like, well, I have a computer program. I was just trying
yeah,
to get shoes for me. And then when I noticed, I was like, he was like, well, can you get me a pair? I was
yeah,
like, I'll try. Hit on that pair.
yeah,
And so this is when like my bot was really, really hitting. And that guy ended up introducing me to an NFL player, and it was up ever since. So it was kind of like I just stumbled into like sneaker reselling. And another shoe that did pique my interest too was the Kobe 8 Grinches.
yeah.
That was
The sixes
yeah,
or
yeah, the
eights.
sixes. The sixes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
sixes.
The Kobe Grinches sixes. Like when I tell you, like I was like, that's the loudest, that's the ugliest shoe. Like when I first saw it,
That's number one Kobe shoe out, man. That's
number
yeah,
one. Like I'm talking about girls at school. Like that was when I like really noticed. Like I was like, okay, there's really something with these sneakers. Like sneakers have a value that's like resellable. I mean, it's like I wasn't thinking about a business at that time, but the type of credibility that it gave you, swag. Like if you had the shoe, you were a popular person just
it
because you're
it's good
dressed.
for networking. Definitely, like just having a certain pair of shoes on is started a conversation with a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I definitely see what you're saying there. I agree.
So getting started then, like
But yeah, so yeah, getting started, like yeah, I was just working the Foot Locker and getting the releases. The checks back then were like $160, $200. So
minimum wage. Yeah.
you're able to get
Yeah.
like one pair, maybe two pair. If you save a little extra, but
Yeah.
yeah, just starting from there. Like today's a little bit different. You see people that be in at 6 months and they already got like 100 pair of shoes, but
Yeah.
back then starting with like one or two pair of shoes, being able to make 50 or $100,
Mm-hmm.
that's really like where had gotten started from. And then just working with the company over time, just networking with other people, being able to obtain pairs, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I would try and buy pairs from them too. So at first, maybe one or two pairs at
Yeah.
first, and then I asked my mom, like I know you just got your paycheck, can I get some cash? I'll pay you back by Monday. So
Yeah.
that Saturday morning when the release would come out, I had a mission by that Sunday night. Monday morning I had to get the cash back to her.
Wow.
So it was a hectic weekend every release,
For
but
sure. For sure.
eventually I was able to get where I could get pairs on my own, but without her help, that I appreciate her for that. Cause
Shout out moms.
yeah. I mean, every time trying to talk to her, it's just like, what are you doing? Like,
For sure.
you
For
trying to
sure.
put this money into into these shoes. Parents don't understand this
A
stuff.
lot of
So
people dealing with that like right now. Like it's like I know resellers, like young guys reach out to me, hit me up like, yo, like I saw how you got started. Like, I see Courtside, I see these other stores popping up, and it was like, man, I want to do that. And it's like, hey, it starts with one or two shoes. Like
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
starts from one shoe. If you can take that shoe, turn a profit, and reinvest, don't eat your seeds, guys. If you
Yeah.
if you get a shoe, make sure that you reinvest, because that's going to carry you to the next shoe. That shoe's going to carry you to 5 shoes, 10 shoes. But you got to keep turning a profit. Don't eat your seeds. So